Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this ZD Toys Infinity Saga collection figure. It is War Machine Mark 1, and it is based on Iron Man 2, and it is a licensed product coming from China. And there it is, there's the box, and on the back it shows a couple of pictures of War Machine, and let's get into it. Alright, and here I have War Machine outside the packaging, and let's take a look at the accessories first. This figure comes with this joint here is for the base, and then here's his Gatling gun, the shoulder cannon, and then here repulsor blast hands, effect pieces, and then two forearm machine guns, and there's the base, and there's War Machine Mark 1. Alright, and here I went ahead and attached his shoulder cannon and then also his machine guns onto his forearms. And let's take a look at the figure itself now. So, really good. I'm very happy with this figure. Let me fix this shoulder, his arm. There we go, now it's in the same level as the other shoulder. And figure wise it's really nice. It has a matte finish to it, so be careful, you might end up scratching it if you aren't careful, scratching the paint. And yeah, overall I really like it. It is very light though. If you compare it to the 3.0 stuff, there are about with the 3.0 there are a lot of die-cast pieces inside. This one does not. It's all plastic, so it feels very light. And as far as articulation, this one is just okay, even though they have extending legs. The shoulders can extend out a little bit, gives you a little more range, but it doesn't really help that much. He still lacks a lot of range of motion due to due to the design of the armor, and also the engineering for a little bit, because he won't be able to do a landing pose with the waist section. You can see the panty section. With Hot Toys, they added the piece. They added a section where you could actually lift up. Like right here is where you can lift up to give his legs a little more range of motion, but this one does not. So even though you can lower the legs, it doesn't really help that much. And this one does have a extendable chest, so it can extend up a little bit to give him a little more range. And again, even though it gives you a little more range, it doesn't really help that much. And then as for the cannon, it does not move at all. There are no articulations for this section at all. Let me show you the back side. And if you look at them from the back, you can see this piece is attached to the center of his armor, basically to the spine section. And it looks like there's a joint, swivel joint right here, but no, it doesn't move. It's glued on. Same with over here, right here, that joint right there does not move at all. So it's a stationary machine gun that sits in one position only. It doesn't even move up or down or anything like that. But there are two flaps back here that can open, which I was impressed about. And here are the two flaps right there. And then down here there's nothing, unlike the Hot Toys version. They have a little flap that opens up down here, which does not. And then here is the machine gun, which is attached. It just pegs onto his forearm. And yeah, that's about it. Alright, so as far as articulation, head is on a ball joint, but it is somewhat hindered due to the design of this armor. So left and right, that's about it. And then looking up, looks still, if you turn his head up, you can look side to side a little bit, not too much. And then, as I mentioned, the chest does extend out. You can see it extends out a little bit, but again, it doesn't really help with the movement. See, even if I have it sitting down, it gives you about that much, and if you extend up, it gives you about that much. So it doesn't really help that much. And then the arms can extend out a little bit. Maybe this side is a little easier to show you guys. See how it extends out a little bit right here. Does it help with the articulation? Not so much. I mean, here the arms could go up to about 90 degrees, pretty much to be expected. And then there you go, full rotation, because it is a ball hinge joint out here. And then single jointed elbows can give you about 90 degrees range, and then the wrists are on the ball joint. Then I've already mentioned the torso, and then as for the waist, like these legs could extend down. It could extend down about that much, but it doesn't really help with the range of motion because this piece does get in the way. If this one could slide back or lift up or something, then that would help, but if it doesn't, then no, it doesn't really help with the articulation. If you want to turn this leg 90 degrees, you're gonna have to bend it sideways like that, which makes it really ugly to look at. So again, he is not able to give you a landing pose. So as far as knee bend, so right there, a little over 90 degrees, and then I believe, is there even toes articulation? Yes, there is. I'm not quite sure what that is. Maybe a ball joint, but it is hindered, quite hindered. So it can go about that much. That's it. So if you're looking for something that has really good articulation, this is not the way to go. ZD Toys does look nice, and it is quite affordable at $40. It's quite affordable for this size figure, and it looks fantastic. Just look at the detailing on this one. Here, all the lines are nice and crisp, very sharp. There's no softness to any of the edges here, like Hasbro stuff, or even Legends, Select. And this one is quite good, quite nice, but it's definitely can't compare to 3.0, which their stuff is a lot nicer and a lot of metal pieces as well, and has light-up functions. This one does not. This version does not have light-up features. I believe most likely they're going to release another version with lights. But for me, this is fine. It's just for display purposes, and yeah, it's got some articulation, which is nice, and I like the Mark 1. War Machine Mark 1 is one of my favorite, so yeah, that's why it's something that I have to have. Alright, here I have two other figures to compare with. We have the 3.0, 3.0 Mark 43 battle damage, and then we have the Mark 3 from Hasbro, Marvel Legends. So here you can see the ZD Toys fits very well with the 3.0, but definitely not with the Marvel Legends. So yeah, you can see height-wise they're completely matching up perfectly. So if you're looking to display some of your 3.0 figures, you could also fit in some ZD Toys to go with it. It'll fit perfectly to it. So yeah, there you have it. Not a whole lot more to say about War Machine. It's a very nice armor, but lack articulation range a little bit. But overall, still a very impressive figure, and at $40, I think it's quite affordable and totally worth getting. So there you go. There's the ZD Toys War Machine from ZD Toys War Machine. Thanks for watching.